I just watched Screen 7 and it was so dog shit.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
The movie started off really nice, with them using the original stab house like a serial killer museum, using different technology like sensors and automatic phone calls. The killings and the killing animations were pretty good, but the story was messed up, the writing was messed up, the actors were messed up. There were so many moments where you were questioning what the characters were doing. In this movie, it's like they're basically asking to get killed. And there's a lot of that in horror. It's like, why would you go to the upper floor knowing that there's a killer there? This was so blatant, it was insane. And you never get invested on any of these characters whatsoever. The movie relied on the connection that we had to the original Scream cast. Anybody that was new to the film, you could really care less about. And these two, they were good in the first original reboot, but now, watching Scream 7, they need to get packed up. They cannot be in another Scream film. Spoilers, you already know that it's most likely somebody in the inner circle that is the killer. These two that are two-time survivors bring Cindy's daughter with all of her friends into a bar where there's nobody else. It's a curfew on the whole entire town, so nobody knows that they're there. Cindy doesn't know that they're not even the police chief, which is her dad. And they have to be in their mid-20s at this point, so they're not just some really dumb teenagers. They let the rest of the group just separate, not knowing who's actually the killer. Then they say, hey, we shouldn't have left Cindy's daughter Tatum alone with her boyfriend. Let's go find her. Then they proceed to try to walk out of this bar and the doors are locked. Tell me why there is a serial killer on the loose and they refuse to break a glass door at a bar. The lights go out, they still don't find an exit, and they're still not breaking any windows, no nothing. They proceed to the kitchen where they get sliced up along with all the other teenagers. Mind you, these guys are already survivors of a massacre. How do you go to this event specifically knowing that there might be a killer in this inner circle without any weapons, without any arms? Not a single firearm, not a knife in sight. Then we see the Ghostface killer exit the bar. Like, there's literally an exit sign that I guess they didn't see. The killing and the animations were nice, but the setup for the killings were freaking ridiculous. Yes, the killings were A1, but just common sense went out the window. One of the teenagers decides to be a macho man and just go into the kitchen. Tatum, Cindy's daughter, is literally hiding behind a sign, and her boyfriend decides to pop up out of nowhere saying, "Oh, I told you I wasn't the killer." Why do you think she is crouched right there? He then proceeds to get murked with quick succession. And remember when I said the whole entire town was on curfew? The police are on high alert. There were multiple calls to the police, and for the last 50 minutes of the film, there was no officer in sight. Do you mean to tell me that the police that are already on high alert for this, that if they get any call, they could potentially be there in 2 minutes, they just don't show up at all? Don't get me started on the killers. Basically, Cindy unknowingly befriended a psych ward patient that was super obsessed with her. So she and also one of the psych ward caregivers were the killers. There was just too much going on with those killers. This caregiver was taking care of these mental patients while also like basically a tech whiz, knowing all this deepfake AI stuff. I just felt like the killers had like zero substance whatsoever, dude. And the ending was so anticlimactic, it wasn't even funny, bro. Like, I'm not even joking with you. Cindy and her daughter basically gangster style the last killer, just straight filling her with bullets. I get what they were trying to do with Tatum, that basically Cindy was trying to protect her from all of this stuff, and now she really needed to go out there for herself and experience what her mom was experiencing as well. The execution was not there 1,000%, and it shows. I feel like it was really cool that they were trying to add the deep fake stuff where they showed that Stu was potentially still alive, and they brought back all of these other killers, so they didn't really know if this was Stu or just kind of like a copycat. Even then, the deepfake idea was poorly executed. How do you guys mess up a slasher film? It's really hard to mess these up, man. So you mean to tell me they sat down and said, this is the best that we can come up with? I just don't believe it. I don't believe it, man. Give a film student a chance to make this script, and I guarantee you he's gonna come up with a better idea. How this comes out in a major motion picture is beyond me. This was poorly executed, and I get it. They had a lot of stars leave, and they had to maybe come up with something right out of their ass. This was just not good at all, and I tried to give it a chance, and I was just like, bro, every couple minutes in the film, I'm like, bro, really? Oh my god, I'm like, this shit is so ass. I was saying that throughout the whole film, I'm not gonna lie. What did you guys think about Scream 7? Let me know in the comment section down below.